the ultimate guide to growing your own food year-round. Well now, back in my day, if a family wanted to eat, they learned to grow. It wasn't just a hobby or something to pass the time, it was a way of life. And when the seasons kept on changin' and the snow piled high, we had to get mighty clever to keep food on the table all year round. So if you're settin' out to grow your own food, let me share a few tricks I've picked up over the years. 1. Know your seasons like the back of your hand. First off, every season's got its purpose. Spring's for planting tender crops, lettuce, carrots, peas, the kind that don't mind a bit of cool. Summer's for the heat lovers, tomatoes, beans, corn. Then comes fall, where you plant your sturdy vegetables like cabbages and turnips. And when winter comes, well, that's when you've got to get creative. 2. Build a cold frame for early and late crops. A cold frame is a homesteader's best friend. It's like a little greenhouse for early spring or late fall. Stack up some wood, add an old window on top, and you'll have a cozy spot for lettuces, spinach, even some young cabbages. Keeps the frost off, and lets you harvest greens when it's still mighty cold outside. 3. Save and store your seeds come harvest time. Don't eat everything you grow. Save your seeds. A good crop of beans, squash, or tomatoes can yield seeds that'll be ready to plant the next spring. Dry 'em out, store 'em in a cool place, and you'll have yourself a natural insurance policy for next year's garden. 4. Use root cellars for year-round storage now. A root cellar ain't just a hole in the ground, it's your best friend come winter. Dig deep enough, keep it cool and dry, and you can store potatoes, carrots, beets, turnips, and apples for months. I tell ya, there's nothing like bringing up a basket of potatoes in January and knowing you grew 'em with your own 2 hands. 5. Rotate your crops to keep the soil strong. If you plant the same crop in the same patch every year, you'll wear out the soil quicker than a pair of old boots. Rotate 'em, put the beans where the corn was, the squash where the beans were. Gives the soil time to rest and keeps it rich for the next season's harvest. 6. Learn the art of canning and preserving fresh foods. A luxury in winter, so learn to can what you grow. Apples, tomatoes, beans, they all take to canning right fine. Get yourself some jars and a steady fire, and you'll have shelves of food that'll see you through the coldest days. 7. Grow herbs year-round indoors. Even when the snow's blowing sideways, you can still keep herbs inside. A sunny windowsill and a few pots is all you need. Basil, parsley, mint, they'll keep growing and add flavor to your meals even in the dead of winter. 8. Use companion planting to protect your crops. Mother Nature's a wise teacher. Some plants like to grow together, and some keep pests away. Planting marigolds near your tomatoes, or beans alongside your corn, can keep bugs at bay and boost your yields without fancy sprays or chemicals. 9. Don't overlook the power of mulching now. Mulching, that's a secret many folks forget. Lay straw or leaves over your garden beds. It'll keep the soil warm, hold in the moisture, and even help feed the plants as it breaks down. I tell ya, mulch is the unsung hero of a healthy, year-round garden. 10. Plan and plant with patience. And finally, the most important lesson of all, patience. A garden ain't a quick fix, it's a partnership between you and the land. Learn to read the soil, watch the skies, take note of each season's quirks. Tend it well, and in time, your garden will feed you through thick and thin. If you've got a mind to grow, and the patience to see it through, you'll find there's no feeling like it in the world. When you sit down to a meal, and every bite's been grown with your own two hands, well, it's something a city grocery store can't ever match. There's wisdom in the soil and secrets in the seasons. All it takes is a bit of know-how, a heap of hard work, and a heart ready to listen. And that, my friend, is the ultimate guide to growing your own food all year long.